And go ahead. Okay, let's do a clap. And we are recording into at 22-second mark. Okay. So, yes, I was saying a whole bunch of stuff and I lost the moment. But this is, well, anyway, let's just start here and say welcome. Yes, welcome. Welcome to another exciting episode of Holden Haraldson Presents. On today's episode, we have some fantastic things happening. We have ASMR. Yes, I'm going to tell you what it is in my own language, and that is Audio Sensory Meridian Response. And that's what we're happening. It's like this. Right in your ear, whispering. And then tapping. Snapping. This sounds percussive, doesn't it? There we go. I don't know. That's probably blowing people's ears out. Here's the deal, guys. We're going to be talking about whatever we feel like. No agenda, just winging it. Having a great day. So join us here on Holden Haraldson Presents, where Holden Haraldson will be speaking words. Yes, words will be spoken by Holden. And I'm going to enjoy a cup. Yes, I have a cup of cereal. Look at this. Can you see this? Ooh, cereal. Yeah, cereal. And then inside, well, we have Raisin bran. It's like a Müesli, Netherlands, Swedish, French. Yeah, like you're in Sweden in the Scandinavian area. Okay, Germany probably too. Anyway, it's Müesli. But it's not muesli, it's my own, okay? First I put yogurt inside, Greek plain yogurt with some honey, organic, locally raised. No, actually this honey, I believe, was from Brazil. I should have gone with local because that would have helped with immunities, but I'm not going to Brazil, so whatever immunities I build up will only be good for Brazil. Well, there you go. Hopefully I'll meet some people from Brazil and we'll talk. And no one will have to care if something, well, they would have to have the local honey, actually, if I meet them, so that I don't have anything that I would give them. They don't have anything that would give me. Even though we're not sick on our own, we could get sick from, oh, never mind. Anyway, hey, I could be a carrier. No, I'm not. This is bizarre. And it's not COVID time, so let's stop talking about that. Ooh, I said the word that was bad. Anyway, here's, so yes, Greek plain yogurt with honey, and then I put black cherries, whole black cherries. And the bag says, not good for you, no, it says great for you. And then on top of that, I put the extra Raisin bran cereal. So we're going to have fun today with exciting body stuff. Okay, I'm not going to go into further detail because if you're listening to this podcast, you know exactly what I'm talking about because you're highly intelligent for listening to this podcast and you would know what it is I say without me saying it directly. Hey, ooh, check this out. I'm doing some exercise. Well, I know I'm holding, it looks strange, but I'm holding the audio part in my hand because I'm going to sync this with the video part over there, this camera. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Now, later in post, I'm going to sync them together and then post them. Post that file, the video file that has audio, because the audio on the camera is really bad. It is junk, basically. It doesn't work at all. So let's see how the levels are. Oh, well, levels are looking pretty good there, pretty great. Now, I'm going to sit down. Well, actually, let me see if I can just put this in my back pocket or front pocket, see how that works. Well. The last bit did not record because when I put it in my pocket. So now I ate half of this. Thankfully I didn't eat the whole thing. Now I can do the ASMR part. Okay, here we go. Try it again. Here we go. The recording stopped the last time when I put the recording audio part into my pocket. That's exactly when it stopped. Is it still going? Well, I'm not going to check. It'll probably go off if I check, if it is going. So here's some more ASMR, audio sensory meridian response, and I don't think that's the actual term. So I will look it up and do some voiceover and give you the actual term. But for right now, ASMR, Audio Sensory Meridian Response. And continuing, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Plain Greek yogurt with some organic honey from Brazilian bees. Oh, you hear the beeping? Say a trash remover outside. All right, let's go for some more here. Black cherries, whole black cherries, and extra raisin bran. And now the street sweeper is outside doing his thing. Must be pretty early in the morning, right? Well, it is. It's 4:17 a.m. We fell back an hour Saturday. Today is Monday, November 4th. And on November 2nd, or actually November 3rd at around 2 a.m., we all fell back here in California. All right. On the West Coast, not Arizona. I think they always have fallen back. Or they're always on falling back. They never do the daylight savings thing, is what I'm saying. They never spring forward. There we go. They always are on falling back. So they were already on this time, well, since January. Actually, before that. I lived in Arizona for about a year and a half, and I didn't see any difference whatsoever. I mean, the only thing I think I don't even remember not ever changing. It just didn't cross my mind. Which is why a lot of people are early to appointments or late in the springtime. Because it doesn't cross their mind either. That's why they have newscasts that remind you. Here, now, I have one clock that doesn't do it itself. See, all these other, my phones, my watch, they all do the automatic changing of the time, if it's required. The clock in my vehicle, however, does not change on its own. I have to manually do so, which takes all of 3 seconds. So not a big deal, not a big whoop. The spring forward time takes all of half a second to change. I just press one. I mean, boop, done. How long was that? About half a second. I have finished the what I consider to be muesli, homemade muesli. If you're in Europe, you know what I mean immediately. In the United States, I have to explain. But I told you all the ingredients. That basically is muesli, homemade muesli. I'm going to set this down. That took all of half a second. And that'll about wrap things up for this first ASMR episode. There'll be more like this in the future. Stay tuned. Many things are happening. I have many ideas for this podcast. And I will, well, put them here on this podcast. This has been Holden Haraldson speaking words. Words were spoken by Holden.